back at second entrance 15 and 15, it says, "For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands."
Now, the modern day sword is what? The gun. The gun, or you might have a bat or a crowbar, you know?
A bow and an arrow.
Yeah.
Somebody just old man shot one of those into a crowd the other day.
He went ancient style on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the sword that's being sent. All right, right.
It says, "For there shall be sedition among men."
Uproars.
Yep. And
All right.
invading one another.
And invading one another, man. Because you might have family, you might have a cousin that know you might have some goods in there you ain't trying to give because that's your own family,
Right.
and they might get together with their friends and try to raid your spot. You might have your next door neighbor come try to roll up in your spot through your back door, through your window.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For your bread and your water.
Yep.
You know.
That's right.
It says, "They shall not regard their kings nor
Hey,
princes."
matter of fact, you see that happening now. It's a lot, brother. Because
Right.
you see over there in Chicago, especially the north side and the west side and the east side beefing because one side tearing up their neighborhoods due to the riots, and then they want to come to their side to buy their food.
Right.
And the of these different sides, they ain't having it.
Yeah.
Like north side for sure. That's suppose that's where Edomites dwell, and then you got the west side trying to get to the north side, and Edomites ain't having that. You know, but then you're gonna have Jake trying to go up against Jake, like Ephraim going up against Judah. All right, or the Spanish versus the so-called Spanish versus so-called blacks.
Right.
Right.
Yep. It says, "Invading one another, they shall not regard their princes, their kings, nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power."
Yeah, because eventually they won't listen to the governor or the president, all right, or the sheriff or whoever is trying to give them orders to go inside, to stop looting and stop rioting. They ain't gonna listen.
Yep.
All right, they're gonna find it necessary to do what they gotta do for their family or for them.
Yeah.
Verse 17, "A man shall desire to go into a city and
Yeah.
shall not be able."
Yeah, and that's why Trump is talking about martial law, bringing in the army to these different states. All right, and then what the brother just read, that's martial law. A man should desire to go into another city, it will not be able, go into his checkpoints. All right, which goes back to COVID-19. You're right, you couldn't go to a different state without getting checked for COVID-19, and now there's so much chaos that this martial law is intensifying.
It's a lot. They also got what they implemented now, man, the curfew.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's an 8 o'clock curfew being allegedly in New York City, man. You know what I'm saying? And not for nothing, 8 o'clock is kind of early. Especially, you know what I mean? 8 o'clock is real early. So you say a man shall desire to go to the city and shall not be able to. You're not going to be able to move around freely like you used to, man. All right? That's what it is, man. You're going to need to have a pass, man. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like certain jobs they might send you a message in the email to show to police officers.
Right.
All right. Like you might be doing food delivery or something. I saw this one Jake, he was doing food delivery, and he showed an email and they still locked his ass up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's that great wrath. I was just thinking about that. That's the spirit.
Yeah.
So that's not even working. Because it tell you in Revelation 12:12, that the devil's going to come down with great wrath. The point being, because he know that he had it for the short time.
Yeah.
He know that this is end. So he's setting up these pandemics, I call it,
I got it right here for you.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this is Revelations chapter 12, verse 12.
Yep.
And it reads, "Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
That's right.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea,
That's right.
for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath,
Yep.
because he knoweth that he has but a short time."
Yeah, and that woe meaning destruction, all right? Destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea. Esau the control of the whole planet,
Yeah.
It says the devil coming down unto you because he knows that he had but a great, a short time. Meaning what? Like we was going into earlier, the end of his age, the end of his rulership. He see it coming. So now he's trying to lock it down. You know, he's throwing out these so-called, you know, the coronavirus scare. He's seeing that ain't really worked too much. So you know what he doing now? He's playing they shot down a Jake, and from there all hell broke loose. You know. Now it's the martial law, the curfews being implemented, things of that nature. It's like it. That was it on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, and I got something too. This is 1 Thessalonians. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
That's right. Why is it coming as a thief in the night? Because these other people in the world, they're not watching for the prophecies. You know? We know that we in the time, like the brother stated earlier, because of what's going on. That's written in the scriptures. And we see it. Like the uproars of the people, you know? Esau coming down with great wrath. Our people in a confused state. You know? We see it. We measuring the time through the prophecies. But the people in the world, they not watching what's going on. But now it's being more evident. Everybody's starting to see something going on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Got it.
Right, and that's basically even like, if you realize, like before these riots start happening, they start saying that things are gonna start open, things are gonna open back up, and everything's going. Everybody's looking forward to. Nah, you know, next week we're gonna be at the beach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, but right after that, what the Lord had in store, you got these riots now. You got these looting. So they thought about the peace and the safety, but then what? That destruction is coming, and this is only the tip of the iceberg. More destruction is coming.
This is light.
Great destruction.
Yeah.
Then you had Trump talking about his little 1,200
Right.
to get you by till things get better.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, but like the brother is saying, things only get heating up. Things
That's
only
right.
heating up.
That's right. Verse 4. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that ye but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Right? So at the end of the day, we don't know exact time that the Lord is coming, but we know the signs of him coming.
Yep.
Right? That's what I said. But that day, it should not overtake you as a thief. It's going to take, because the Lord has to have people confused. It's going to take the confused part, 2/3 of Israel. They're going to be confused about what's going on. It's going to overtake them. But those that's watching, that's paying attention to the times and the seasons, it should not overtake us. Okay?
That's right.
And it says, I'll read it again. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness, right? So we're up and we're watching for the prophecies. We're the watchmen of Israel. You know, in the dark is when you sleep. In the dark is when you in your slumber. And that's what these people are. They're sleeping. They're snoring.
That's right.
You know, drool dripping out from their mouth and stuff like that. They don't know what's going on. Okay? Yeah, let me finish the last one right here. Verse 6. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober.
That's right. Oh,
You know?
that's perfect.
For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
So our people are asleep, you know, which, you know, spiritually, they're not awoken to the nationality, they're not
right.
awoken to these prophecies,
That's right.
you know. And so they're drunken, confused state. They're in a confused state, you know. Which our people are in now. These so-called Native Americans, full-heartedly believing they could be equal with the so-called white man. You know, they could move in the equality. But that's but you can't. You know, when we went to Jacob and Esau, we were at war from the womb.
Right.
All right, there's not gonna be no peace. There's gonna be one ruling above another, and the Lord chose the nation of Israel.
Let me finish this last one, brother. Shalakia.
Yeah.
It says the last one is verse 8. But let us who are of the day be sober, right? So having a clear mind to see what's going on around you. Be circumspect. putting on the breastplate of faith and love. We know what that breastplate is going into Ephesians the 6th chapter. Okay, and love, and for an helmet in the hope of salvation.
And that's going into the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the Bible, man. All right, that's why Yahushua is also known as the Day Star. All right, right.
Quick precept. This is Luke chapter 21, verse 34, and it's following up to what this brother was saying. It says, "And take heed to yourselves, lest any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and the cares of this life, so that the day come upon you unawares." You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so there you go, man. So hey, that's you wanna go?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Can you read that again?
It says, this is Luke chapter 21, verse 34.
Yeah.
It says, "And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that the day come upon you unawares."
Yeah, and kids of this life. That's our people. They so focused on what's going on in this world and the kids of this life and trying to get back to that normal life that they don't even see that this place is crumbling down. This place is crumbling down. You know?
That's right.
And they not watching for the prophecies. They not really looking into what's going on. Even the so-called white men on a carnal level, they know that this place is done. Why you think they got their underground bunkers set up? You know, America's finished. You know.
Right.
So we got to be the children of the light to be clear-minded, circumspect, and watch for everything that's going on. Because the scriptures tell you that this is the land of darkness.
That's
you
right.
know.
That's right.
And we got light in the midst of the darkness. And with that light, the Lord said, you gotta put it forth roughly paraphrasing. You don't let your light just sit there under a table.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, you put it forth and bring that light out.
Right.
You know, roughly paraphrasing.
It says, verse 35, "For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth."
Yeah, so that's a trap. You know, it's gonna come out of nowhere where you least expect it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right, and that's gonna also go into what that RFID microchip, man. All right. They say temptation that's gonna, everybody on the earth is gonna be tempted with that, man.
Yeah.
So this is like the ultimate. This is the scriptures give you a play-by-play plan of what the so-called white man has coming down, man.
It's the playbook.
That's right. That's what it is.
That's why the scripture tell you that wisdom and knowledge gonna be the stability of that time. Because this is the instruction manual. You know.
That's right.
But our people ain't taking heed to that.
That's right.
One and nine.
This is the last one. It's verse 36. It says, "Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man."
See, and the Lord said, watch. He said, watch ye therefore and pray. But the key point of that too is watch. That's why you think we're not out there protesting and trying to put up arms. Scripture say that vengeance is of the Lord. So we sitting there and watching and praying that we be worthy to make it through all this.
That's right.
Because the Lord said, "He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved." You know. So we got to go through Jacob's trouble. You know, we got to go through all the calamities that's about to come to America.
That's right.
And it's brewing up as we speak.
That's right.
And it says,
Esau, the race wars is brewing up. Salakia, Esau, and Jacob. You know, it's going down out here.
that's right. And it says, "That ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass." And if you're escaping something, man, that's like an emergency, man. That's like a serious situation when you escape, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so that's what we praying for, man. That's what we looking for. We asking the Lord to find us worthy, so we can escape all this madness, man.
Yeah.
All right, because what we understand from the scriptures, what 2/3 of our people are going to die, man. All right, and America's going to get nuked, man. So we pray to the Lord, and that's why we pushing doing this work, man, to escape the things that the Lord said He's going to bring, man.
Yeah.
All right.
And before the nuke, we gotta go on to race wars,
Yeah.
which is at hand, which is brewing right now. The RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. The famine, the pestilence. All right, you got the concentration camps. All right, all these things coming to pass, man, and only what else? Is because it might sound like, oh, it's just this thing's going to intensify, man.
That's right.
All right, it's going to be all sorts of what's the word, man? tribulations.
Tribulation.
You know, there's all sorts of tribulations going on. Personal tribulations, whether it be of physical or the spirit, and ultimately those nuclear missiles.
That's right.
You know, like the brothers going into ultimately those nuclear missiles, and
That's
this is what we're trying to you know, save ourselves from by having faith in the Most High and the Son, and obeying these words to the best of our ability.
That's right.
Something
And-
real quick. This
Yeah.
is Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall there be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
And right, and how is that coming about? All right, because this won't be the first time Jake been in a jam, man.
Yeah, come
All right, Jake been overcome or overthrown. This ain't gonna be the first time, but this is gonna be greater than any other time. All right, going into that technology. All right, so Esau blessing was the sword, and over time he was given the technology to farther advance that sword, man. All right, this so-called white man about to come down on us with everything he got, man.
Yeah.
All right, because you know he had but a short time,
Right.
right? That's more on that, bro.
Yeah, that was the point.
And I got 2 Ezra 9 verse 1, and it
And
reads.
is Lord was the last scripture, bro? Something else?
No, that's it. That's all I got.
And it reads, and he answered me then, and said, measure thou the times diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right. Part of the times past is going into these prophecies being fulfilled. All right. For example, the mark of the beast is not ultimately fulfilled right now. All right. It's not implemented throughout the whole world. Okay. But it's being pushed heavily. All right. That mark of the beast is being fulfilled right now. Okay. It's over there in Sweden, and even certain parts of the U.S. You know, it's well known that chip, that white microchip, is the mark of the beast. All right, Amazon's pushing it heavy. Okay,
People already got it in Sweden.
people got it in Sweden, right? And then you have other prophecies being fulfilled, such as the earthquakes. All right, such as the wars in diverse places. Okay, it's war in the Middle East. Okay, China is going at it with America. Okay, America is going at it with Russia. All right, Iran's in the mix. Okay, so these wars and rumors of wars are breaking out, man. Okay, at the beginning of the year, matter of fact, the U.S. Killed Soleimani. All right, the Iran general, which that almost started World War III. Okay, so this is wars and rumors of wars. You know?
Yeah, so the other nations ain't forget about that.
Nope.
That's not just swept under the rug.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
You know?
Nope. Just yeah, man. So these prophecies are being fulfilled. Right?
These are signs of the times.
Signs of the times, man.
Yeah.
And best believe, man, it's gonna get worse, man. America ain't this place ain't coming back, man.
That's right.
All this talk about, when things go back to normal, or listen, man, that ain't happening, man. This is you know what I'm saying? This could be the year of the end of America, man.
Can I say real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salakia. This is 2 Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the part of some of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
Right. The end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth is going into these different rulerships.
Yeah.
Or yeah, man, like the so-called white man's rulership.
Yeah.
That's the first.
Yeah.
And the beginning of it that followeth is going into the Israelites ruling under Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai in righteousness.
Yeah.
That's right.
Verse 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the hill of Esau.
Right? Because that was prophetic, man.
Yeah.
We gonna pull this. We gonna pull Esau out of power.
That's
That's
right.
right.
And with the spirit, that's what's going on right now. The Lord said, he shall devour them with the spirit of his mouth. The Lord's mouthpiece is the prophets, all right? So it's prophetic. Scriptures tell that the saints shall take the kingdom. And the Lord Yahweh Shah said the kingdom of heaven is within us. So what that truly means, it starts with this word. You know, us building, you got to look at it. The Lord is about balance. As we building up the nation of Israel, Lord, when we a part of the elect, being them lively stones. Simultaneously, Esau's kingdom is crumbling. The end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right.
Because it says, so that's representing us pulling him out of rulership. And it says, verse 9, for Esau, the so-called white man, is the end of the world. The end of the world meaning the end of an age. All right? In an eon sense of the world. You know? And it says, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Jacob is who? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. So truly, you're supposed to be rejoicing when you see the downfall of this society. You should want to be getting back to normal. Because that you wanting it to get back to so-called normal, because truly this is not normal at all. Is you being in slavery still.
Yeah.
You know?
Slave to the dollar, slave to the elite bankers.
Yep, slave to debt. Yep.
Yeah,
Go ahead, brother.
like they say in the world, man, out with the old, in with the new.
That's right.
It's time for a new heavens and a new rulership, man.
Yeah.
New Jerusalem.
Yep. New management.
New management. Where the law, statute, commandments is going to be embedded in the earth.
That's
and
right.
every nation under that's going to be under the nation of Israel was going to have to follow as well. All right? And they're going to be judged when they don't follow it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's what it is. That's it. Ultimately what it comes down to. And out with the old, in with the new, man. New management, like the brother said. A new government.
Yep.
A righteous government.
Yeah.
A righteous government. Under Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Okay? And then King David and then his elect men.
Yeah.
All right? You want to end it there from there? Or?
Yeah, the official.
Okay.
verse.
All right, yeah, and it's verse 3, and it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Right, that's right, man. So when we see these things going on, that's what we see, earthquakes and the uproar of the people. All right, that protest went from Minneapolis throughout the whole 50 states. Now it's over there in Greece. All right,
France too.
who the hell is George Floyd?
Right,
Who the hell is George Floyd?
right.
He's another nigga that no one knew about, that been dying the same way every other nigga
Exactly.
been dying under these curses.
That's right.
All right, but the Lord put the spirit on Jake to rile up, like to do this, man. You know, Jake think, oh, we doing this for George Floyd. Jake out there, half don't even know why the hell he out there.
Come.
You know, because the Lord put the spirit on you, be out there, man. All right, so all these riots, okay, and then following this, you had the COVID-19 thing, and people want to go to work, and then they had their own protests, and the Yellow Jackets in France, and you know,
man.
so it you know, it's nothing new, but it's intensifying.
That's right.
That's how we know what time it is, man. Right.
And
That was
yeah, that's it.
You got it? Hey, through the spirit, we want to say, oh, praise go see how
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash.
The one see apostles on Oscar and Millstone, citation, I'm like to push this word, you know, city honesty. All right, hope brothers are edified. Shalom.
Shalom.